Hello there, whether alone or with your family. If you are interested in living in Japan, one of the unique countries, I am here to introduce Japan's Digital Nomad Visa and how to deal with the potential concerns. Konnichiwa, I am Aki, a digital nomad myself and the founder of the expert team on immigration consulting, language training, and cultural studies program. To expand your nomadic possibilities, we will explore the eligibility requirements, nationality availability, and the application process in this video. Firstly, who is eligible? A digital nomad visa is perfect for remote workers who want to live in Japan for up to 6 months. For instance, employees of foreign companies, freelancers and self-employed individuals, executives or officers of foreign companies. The key requirement is that your work must be for entities outside of Japan. This visa is not intended for those seeking employment within Japan. Nationality requirements. This visa is available to citizens from over 50 countries, including United States, Australia, Denmark, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Please check the official Japanese government website for the latest updated list. Eligibility criteria. To qualify for the visa, you need to meet the following criteria. Annual income, at least 10 million yen. Health insurance, the medical expenses compensation for injury or illness is 10 million yen or more. Family members, your spouse and children can join you, but they cannot work under this visa. Required documents. You need to prepare the following documents. Valid passport, proof of annual income, such as tax returns or bank statements. Health insurance certification, must have private health insurance covering at least 10 million yen. Documents explaining planned activities, a statement detailing your intended activities and period of stay in Japan. Confirmation of remote work, documentation confirming your employment status and you will not be working for a Japanese company. You can download a sample application form and additional resources from the Japanese Minister of Foreign Affairs website, MOFA Visa Information. How to apply? Gather documents, prepare your passport, proof of income, health insurance details, planned activities statement, and confirmation of remote work. Submit application. Book an appointment with your nearest Japanese embassy or consulate to apply for it. Proceeding time allows a maximum of 3 months for processing. Once approved, you can enjoy up to 6 months in Japan. Potential concerns. These are common concerns when planning to move to Japan, so we'd like to share our wisdom and advice. Language barrier. Of course, it would be amazing if you can speak Japanese. However, even if you can't, don't worry. Because of Tokyo Olympics in 2022 and Osaka Expo in 2025, urban areas are filled with English information. Therefore, if you're living in a city like Tokyo, Osaka, you will not have any trouble even if you don't speak Japanese. And if you ever need Japanese, you can use Google Translate without any issues. Housing. Please feel free to contact us. Some of my expert members are international friendly agents, so you can arrange your accommodation even before you arrive in Japan. They have plenty of options, such as private rooms, apartments for families, and international co-housings. Education for children. Nowadays, international schools are becoming more popular in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. So, I am sure you can look for nice schools once you settle down in Japan, or we can help to find your school. Friendship boundary. So, this is a brief diagram of the friendship boundaries of local Japanese have. And we will advise you about the minimum requirements for dealing with the boundaries. The first one is a boundary to become a social friend from a stranger. My definition of social friend is people who belong to the same community like classmates or neighbors. Just greeting each other, making small talk often, but not always caring for each other. The second boundary is becoming a friend. Friends are close enough to make jokes but do not engage in strong exchanges such as sarcasm. They are only meeting up to have fun, like having social events or parties. And they tend not to open up their honest feelings or ideas to not be disliked. I guess many Japanese lovers who already moved to Japan are stopped at this stage. The third is a boundary to become a close friend, which is definitely in the sense of brotherhood. However, due to the cruel and competitive society in Japan, they still hide their suffering and weaknesses because they are unconsciously scared of being judged as a loser or a weak person. This is also a reason why internationals feel a bit distant from local Japanese. The fourth is to become best friends. This relationship finally makes them showing their weaknesses, even trauma, and talk about anything to you. To deal with the first boundary, I highly recommend that you join local communities and become an active member to be remembered as an individual person instead of visiting cultural events that have random participants, like language exchanges. For the second boundary, please try to talk in Japanese if you are fluent in Japanese. If not, show your efforts in Japanese language improvement and bring your self-introduction tools like personal portfolios to find things in common with other members. About the third boundary, it requires time since they don't take your words or sympathy for their sufferings seriously, unless they feel you already gained enough understanding of the unique Japanese society that locals have faced since they were born. I am sure it sounds complicated. Having said that, please don't worry too much about it. This is why we offer our programs. For instance, we are creating a self-promotion tool called Second Resume to break through the first and second boundaries immediately. I invented this for my digital nomad travel to adapt to local cultures smoothly and customize it for my clients of our language and culture studies program. He's Danish and was struggling with fitting into Japan, his wife's home country. But now he's enjoying his life with local friends and his parents-in-law. It is always lovely to see people find their own peace in Japan. Hopefully, you gained understandings of Japanese Digital Nomad Visa and Japanese culture through our video. And feel free to contact us if you need any advice or support in your transition, including visa application, housing search, language coaching, and cultural studies. My team and I would love to hear about your current situation and provide personalized support for you and your family. Have a nice digital nomad life until we see each other someday. さようなら。ありがとうございました。